been buying lots of stuff. Let's get the camera down. So it looks like a lot of stuff, but it's not that much. This is a little battery powered bilge pump, which can go quite shallow. Just switch it on and that sucks up anything. So just a backup. Takes 2 double, I think, D-cell batteries. So that's the first thing I'm going to leave on the boat. Oh, something like sandpaper. This is for doing some jobs. So what have I been buying? A new main sheet. There's some brackets to have a look at. Well, I'll show you what the brackets are later. This is a whole kind of bilge pump kit. So we've got loads to do with the bilge pump. Name plates in the box. Anything else in there? No, that's the bilge pump. A new anchor. So that'll need to be fitted today. We've also got these Parallel beads that I bought from Drascum.uk, but to be honest with you, I'm a bit disappointed with them. I mean, they're just string with Parallel beads. These cost me £30 for a set of 4. I was hoping they were going to be like what they showed on the website, where there's a loop and it's sized and another bead and you can just loop them over quickly. So I'm going to have to sacrifice one maybe to make those. So I'll do those today, hopefully. We'll leave those in there. We've got a snap shackle and a twin block. That's what's going to go on the main sheet. So we're gonna actually rig her up to the original spec, even though I think she's actually been rigged up to a newer kind of spec. And then that's called, I don't know what that's called, but it's a pin that goes in the front of on the bow to secure the anchor. So what else did we get in here? I also bought these little lights. So I already bought this white one, but these are red and green. So these ultimately, they're totally waterproof. They actually shine, you might not see because it's so bright. Oh, that way. They actually shine red, or they flash, and the battery's supposed to last quite a long while. And then they clip into these little holders, which we can screw onto the relevant place. So these are going to go on the front of the boat, and this one will go on the top of the mast. It's supposed to have really good visibility. So loads to do. Let's get on and fit all this. So next job, I've got to just get everything out of the boat, and then we're going to lift all these floorboards up and have a look at the bilge. So now I've got these boards out. I'm just going to inspect this rear one. This is where I actually put a little bit of teak oil onto it. So it's actually taken it really well. So it leads me to believe this probably is mahogany. They're really heavy. Not mahogany, teak. So they're quite heavy. This one needs a little bit of a repair. This piece of wood here. Don't know why it had a slit in there. And the other side. But there we go. Just need to join that together. Just double check what the other one's like. I'm going to take these home with me and I'm going to oil them at home. Yeah, this one. Oh yeah, this one's glued, that's why. So they're out. And now you can see the bilge is actually really dry. Now, there is a theory here. And that is, there is a theory here, and that is the bilge actually does work. You might just be able to see the bilge pipe. It's literally where that string is there. The end of it's there, and that's actually by design. But actually the water collects about here. So this is why I've brought 3 meters of pipe, which I'm glad to say looks like the right size. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fill the bilge up with water, and we're going to see if the bilge pump works, and at the same time seeing where the water actually gathers on the boat. So let's do that now. I was going to use the bucket, but why? So let's see where this water gathers. Oh, got to leave this in the water otherwise you won't pick anything up. See how good this Bilge pump is? So you can see it's already building up down there. It does seem to need a lot of water to sort of fill it up, and you can see how high the floorboards would be here on these things here. So you can get a lot of water in this boat before it's a problem, but you do need to be able to get it out. So that's enough. I'm really impressed with this. So let's give this Bilge a pump. Excuse me as I get on board. It's amazing how little water this boat needs to float. Right, let's go. Check it actually is underwater. I'm not sure if it actually is this side, is it? Oh, it is, yeah. So you can hear it trying. It's definitely got a bit of suction, and it definitely worked really well. Okay, so time to investigate this a little bit more. There we go. That pipe's definitely not blocked. You can see the air coming out. It's just not sucking. Very lucky. So there's the pipe. Completely clear, no kinks. So the only thing is, we can see it had something sticking it to the tube here. So now let's have a little look at this. I don't know if you can make that out. So you can actually see it blowing these little bits. Obviously it's not going to pump anything in now, but yeah, I don't know about this pump. It's not working really how it's supposed to, and I don't know why. So the only thing we've got to do now is get the other tube out and inspect that, which means taking this top plate off yet again. So you can see the exit pipe attaches here, and it goes like, I don't even know if I can get a camera angle. As you can see, it goes in a hole there and out through the centerboard case. It's a kind of a neat design. Now it can get kinked in here, but I can't really tell, and I don't think that's kinked. So yeah, unless that's blocked, which I don't think it is. So all we can really do is we could probably get these little clips out maybe and get rid of this handle, give us a bit more room. And then, you know, this is why I bought the electric one. So I've got a bucket and I've got this electric bilge. And then we'll have to probably think about replacing the bilge pump. And then one thing I also forgot to do was just measure this Strum box as well, which is just not going to fit. Typically I've gone and put the boards back in. It's too big for the side. This is perfect. Right there. That's going to be absolutely perfect. So I'm going to give that a little test. stuff in the water here. Gosh, this pipe is so rigid and old. So all I'm going to do is just give it a bit of a suck, see if it works there. Ah, yes. Yuck, that's horrible. Yeah, that works really well. Yeah, that works well. This pipe is so old, it's rigid, and you can't get a really good seal around it, but that definitely worked. Mid-morning snack, hard-boiled egg. Been reading a lot about food recently, because when you suffer with gout, or you know what, well, I don't suffer with gout, but you do get little mild attacks this time of year, June, July, when it's starting to get hot at night, and that can sort of wake you up with a little niggle. So you start to really think about what you eat again. So, you know, I don't eat breakfast as a rule, so I use that as a fasting. So I eat about 5:30, 6 in the evening, and then I won't eat then till 12 o'clock. So it's hard sometimes, it really is hard sometimes, but the worst thing you can really do for gout is to eat wheats and grains. They're quite inflammatory and acidic, so I'm trying the old protein. This should also keep me full for longer. So I'm going to eat this and I'll let you know how I feel in about an hour's time, because right now I'm absolutely starving.